How bad is it?
Oh, I'm loving it. We have great jokes and great chemistry right off the bat. The audio is First episode's really bad, but it picks up episode 2, 3. But it's still kind of meh. But that's okay. I enjoy it.
Are you the guy on SoundCloud that says Aiden likes number 2 track? Was that you?
Yeah.
I'm like showing this to Cheryl going, look, we got a like. Haven't got one of those in a while. And it's one of my own guys. Crap.
We're not allowed to like it, Jeff?
No, it just it's kind of a false.
Nope, too late. I'm going back. I'm unliking it.
Man, these books are just not loading, but I think I got everything I really need.
Yeah. Would you mind, Aiden, for me? Thank you.
Absolutely. Always for you. Anything for you.
Albrecht Stone Sugar.
So, Matt, what were you talking about before we hit record here? I said, oh no, save it for the actual podcast.
Oh, maybe we should try capturing some of these cultists when we come across them and like getting the information out of them.
Go on.
I mean, it's stepping stone, or maybe they can, maybe they got a map. Maybe they can tell us where their strongholds are.
So I guess we should look up the rules for like knocking stuff out.
Grappling, where you don't throw the poor Gripply across the field.
Well, that's a different scenario.
Healing somebody back from 0 hit points. Maybe we should show some restraint.
Like they talk about, there's a thing about monsters hit 0, they're dead, right? But I've been having these guys like dying 1, 2, 3 stabilize. So there might be guys that you've left behind, 1 or 2, that have pulled themselves together and schlepped back to the base and told people about you.
Villains.
We're getting a reputation.
Or maybe because they're wounded, they're only halfway there, and something swoops and takes them, and you'll find some mangled guy going, wait a minute, didn't we already kill him? What's he doing?
Right after that last combat, you let us rest.
Yeah. Or maybe you guys will re-encounter these guys as they, doggedly schlep their way back.
No, at least
you kicked my ass last time, but I brought my cousin.
Do you remember me? No, I don't. Who are you?
No, it's more
You
like
ruined
stealth.
my life. I dedicated every waking hour to destroying you. Yeah, no, not ringing a bell. Could you jog me? Could you do anything? All right, then we just kill
you
everything.
Look me now. Messina's got me going. You look me right in the eyes, you fucking dwarf. I told you my name. You were like, you sang a song at me. Mocking my people. He shows the Fura blows like a knuckle imprint on his chest.
Yeah.
I know people, the cultists.
Yeah, like I just I see you. I see you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Pathfinder 2nd Edition: Age of Ashes Adventure Path. The first one released for the series. Rumor has it, it's damn good. I'm enjoying how the world tour continues. As Matt would say, what'd you say? You were setting up contacts for future distribution.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, you got to build your network, right?
Now, speaking of distribution, you guys came
It's
across...
networking. It makes the world go round.
You came across some Gripplies that were enthralled by one of these posts. Now, this totem, shall we say, totem post, highly magical, pretty advanced stuff. As far as the magic is concerned,
came in clutch for that one.
Yeah, expert
tactic,
expert athletics, right? Yeah. No, hey, it lists ways to take this thing out, and an athletics check. DC 26 expert.
Picked up a few things on the old football field in the Dwarven High.
And it's not just that skill. There are other skills you guys could use on this thing to take it out, including Dispel Magic, which we've been doing wrong, of course, because you don't roll Arcana the skill. There's actually a way of calculating Matt's attack roll. I forget what they call it, like based on your spell attack, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't be surprised if the bonus is the same as your Arcana roll, dude. But I listened back to that tactical thing, and they're like, they were so focused on the DC, the guy's like, so take Bob the Wizard, and it's his intelligence bonus, plus his proficiency bonus, and there you go. And I'm like, that's not rolling the skill. Oh shit. So just out of curiosity, Matt,
Is there a spell attack button?
I don't know, but what is your like base proficiency? Joe is like +3, right?
Isn't that like the blood drop?
So, I'm sorry, what?
A base proficiency bonus is like +3, and then expert, like training is 3, expert is like 5, right? It goes up, right? So assuming you're trained in spells plus your charisma bonus, what would that be? Like 7 for you?
For Matt?
For Matt, yeah. Like it's the
Oh,
way to-
I think I'm an expert, am I not, at this point?
like if you read the spell dispel magic, the way you calculate your side of it is not based on like Arcana check or whatever check.
Right.
There's some math on your side which we keep failing to do. So it's fine. We got
There's
time.
no button for that.
I'm just saying we'll look into it, and we promise we will try to do it, correctly. Because I don't mind us being loose with the rules. We're learning them, but
Ah, found it.
oh, okay, let's go.
My spell roll is actually higher than my Arcana.
Oh,
It is +12.
Oh, and you were like 8 with Arcana.
I think 10. Let me just double check that.
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
10.
you dig into.
Oh no,
rules?
it's 12. It's 12 because of my stat bonus. So they're the same. You're right. They're exactly the same.
Okay. Did you find a button?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
So what is the actual formula?
No
Spell
button.
roll 12. Add a d20 to that, yeah.
My spell roll is +12. My spell DC is 22.
For listeners at home, can you break down the formula? What is it based on? DC of, is it like a base 10 plus your level plus your what? Plus,
So your ability modifier plus your proficiency plus.
so when you say your
something.
proficiency, is there a way to become even more proficient in spells?
Yeah.
Yes.
Expert, master, legendary.
Yeah. So I'm not expert yet. I'm trained.
So when do you
When
become
it?
expert?
Oh, must be
Yeah.
coming up soon. Must
Huh.
be coming up soon. Because I'm an expert in Arcana, but I'm only trained in spell casting. Whatever
Yeah,
that
but it's
means.
not something you can select though. It must kind of automatically turn over when you level. Like 6, 12.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it would have happened by now, but maybe it's 8. I'll have to look into that.
Well,
It's
we
in
don't-
your class features.
Yeah, it'll be on a class sheet.
Okay.
On the
But-
breakdown.
Something we haven't really got into is examining magic, because I like it as it happens. Like I'm not even aware. Like I have access to Matt's sheet, but I don't look at it. I want the spells that he pulls out to be a surprise for everyone, and so that also I can't be blamed that somebody automatically does that kind of thing. So a quick reminder: phones off, computers silent, because that's the second time.
Oh.
I've heard a giant
Thank you, sir.
a
Thank
giant,
you.
A giant kabib. The last time you cast Dispel Magic, we're like, how many minutes are left? And then you hear this boop, boop, and we said 9. It was like, oh, it's counting down. Like the computer's making noises. It was funny. So, getting back to the Gripply party. You guys are partying with the Gripplies, are you not? You ordered a keg brought out. Miros magically pulls one out of nowhere. Tap around
Let's
for the
drink.
boys. Yeah. We start getting drunk, and then Steppen, not Stefan, guys, it's very important. Steppen. Only Matt Spiegler and I remember how to pronounce his name properly. You guys keep trouncing your cousin's name. It's Steppen Oakenheart, not Stefan.
I don't think I've ever screwed that one up.
Oh, I'm sure somebody has, but we won't get into it. So anyway,
I blame the spirits.
Steppen approaches one of the Gripply for some leafy substance.
Oh.
Remember?
I need to pack my pipe.
Yeah. They packed it. Remember he came up and he's like, remember the line, Matt?
Yeah, I think I was like, you got any green?
Yeah, and he's like, only the best, my man. Right? He pulls out the, hey guys, you assholes, put that log down. They've got customers, right? So they break out some primo pipe weed. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Pineapple Express grade. Okay.
Yeah, we grew this in the jungle, man.
They've laced it with their mushrooms. It's good stuff. So good. Like, you're impressed, Steppen. You want to share this and get they offer around. Who would like to light their pipe?
Yeah, I lit it.
I know.
and
I
passed it.
And
Puffed in a pass.
you guys are passing the brew. Are you passing the pipe?
Can I examine the leafy substance?
Well, it's
Wolbrak, I know you get down and
Flop.
dirty, you little gobby.
while it's
Will absolutely.
while it's on fire and the such, like you want to. Okay, so you pass the pipe and say, "Yeah, let me look at the source," right? So anyway, they give you a
No,
sample.
I want to see the bag. I don't want to. I'll hit the pipe. but
No. I'm just saying, like, well, what are you doing? Are you hitting the pipe or are you hitting the bag? One might.
I'll hit the bag first.
Okay, so some alchemy from you, Miros.
Oi.
Are you smoking while you're drinking?
Oi, of course.
Okay.
It was
Miros.
offered.
Miros, you
It's-
can't call yourself a dwarf if you don't hit this. Come on.
It'd be rude to refuse.
Okay. Aiden. Lobrak.
Yes.
Are
Goblin does.
You, okay. And our human. Niles.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, by all means, yep.
Everyone's drinking and everyone is not insulting
Partaking
our...
in the
I don't know who the
festivities.
host is. Okay, good to know. So, I'd like fortitude save immediately, please. I've been thinking about how this game runs as far as tiers go. The critical success, the fail, and the critical fail. Let's start with first guy in the pipe stepping. What did you get?
I got a 20 or 18.
18. Okay. That is a fail.
Good. Good.
Hang on. It's not what you think. Niles.
21.
That is a success. Miros.
18.
Fail. Lobrak.
22.
Crit success. And look at the bag. Some alchemy, which, as far as I know, under this comes either under occult or arcana. I'm gonna say nature, actually, because it actually is a natural. Like they're not chemically distilling it or doing anything. There is a process, but it's
Can we
more...
meet in the middle and go medicine?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Something I
Yeah.
actually have training in?
No. That's
All Oof. Oof. Great start to the dice today. Rolling a 1 for a total of 10, or for a total of 11.
Okay, this stuff looks mild. This isn't even good as your pipe weed at home. It's like, it's mellow. Like, the guys are all nodding like it's smooth, guys. This stuff is smooth. There is a bit of a mush, but it is pretty flammable in the leaf. But it gives a robust, mellow, smooth, it's all right. Now, back to our fails and saves. Let's start with our fails. A crit fail would have made you violently ill. Like looking up one of my diseases, like hit point damage and vomiting for days and really, really nasty, as your body does not properly process the poison mushrooms they added to their weed. A regular fail causes you to be sick. So, like giving, shall we say, a body that's just not used to a brand new foreign substance, the initial reaction is usually negative. However, this goes down easy, but hurts you later. So instead of like coughing, going, "Oh my God, this is sickening," and putting it down, it's like, shall we say, drinking a really smooth drink like daiquiris, and where the alcohol is layered and tastes sweet and fruity, and then they're like, no, you only want to like have 2 of those. You do not want to drink the entire glass football of this stuff, man. It'll knock you on your ass. And they're like, no, give me another zombie, right? That kind of shit. Then we have Niles, which is a success, and then we have Lobrak, our crit success. Anyway, Matt, seems mild. You hit pipe.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Big suspenseful pause.
So what do you want? Fortitude?
Yeah.
18.
That
18
is-
club.
That is a fail. No, not right away. Not right away. But let's go with Niles
Sure.
to start. Niles, What is the best time your character can recall?
The best time?
Yeah, like the best party.
Be any time at the Cadence Keg.
I would take it, yeah, like okay. So how about discovering your religion? How old was Niles?
Like 14.
Okay, high enough to reach the bar, high enough to start drinking, right?
Yep.
All right. This stuff not only goes down smooth, your body mixes it with the alcohol for, shall we say, a brand new effect. And Mikey likey. Okay? Your perception of the physical world around you begins to alter. The Grippleys' faces melt and become friends from the tavern. The Green Speaker becomes the bartenderess and head priestess, and they sit around on logs which become tables, and your reality becomes a mix of the present and your mind fills in the past, and you have a really, really good time. I would like you to tell the party 3 things about Niles, because while these guys are being ill, they're not critically ill, so they're not like down and out, horrible flu, throwing up like mad. They just really don't feel well. It's not processing right. You guys feel drunk, and then it's like a bad buzz. Really bad buzz. But it won't make you vomit and lose hit points or whatever. It's just you guys feel ill. Maybe there's one big vomiting purge. But you guys are aware of your surroundings.
The tip of my beard is itchy.
Yeah.
Why is the tip of my beard itchy?
Yeah, and his beard turns into a finger and starts trying to scratch him in the face and stuff, and he's fighting it. What about you, Al? Since Ryan opened up this can of worms.
Nah, just sick.
Okay,
Oh,
just throw it up.
Doubling over.
There's nothing more charismatic than the sorcerer losing his lunch. It's fine.
Just turns green. I greened out.
Oh god.
You know, blood rushes from the
Yeah,
face.
Steppen.
Yeah.
What's a bad trip for Steppen?
I'm seeing like attack boars, like animals that I've hunted are now coming out to hunt me.
Okay, so he gets paranoid. He goes into the paranoid thing, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
He it's not that he can't tell friend from fro. He doesn't start looking at you guys like you're boars or whatever, right? But these guys, including the
Rustling
grip,
in the bushes.
exactly, and everyone here becomes a dwarven hunting party in the mountain, and he just starts jumping at little noises and sweating,
cold.
sweating profusely and saying how cold it is in the jungle and looking up at the trees and birds. He's just freaking out, totally freaking out. Back to Niles.
Sure.
Niles begins to express himself. Song, dance, a story, yeah, best friend, interpretive dance. But I would like you to tell the party 3 things that they didn't know about Niles that he blurts out or can do. You know, throwing popcorn up in the air and catching it on his nose, anything. 3 things. That Niles,
3 things.
3 things that we didn't know about Niles. Go.
Okay. Well, to start off the story, start off tragic. And then work our way up.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
way it always works.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, childhood. Parents deceased. Went out to search for some herbs. Mother was a natural healer. Father was a farmer. Thus, that's where I grew up. They left to go search for some herbs and never came back.
Oh. Were they ambushed, attacked? Do you actually have those answers?
I'm just reading it.
He's gone into a freaking Google backstory, you bastard. I'm trying to get Gibson to roleplay, but this is so good.
This is my own backstory from when I created him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you found some backstory generator. Like, let me read on. It's like, oh, you prick.
No, let me read.
Sorry.
I mean, how lazy are players these days?
No, and I don't have not everyone's a superstar in the mic, and I have no problem with him third-personing this, but you guys got to picture Niles rolling around talking about Mama went out for herbs, never came back, Daddy was a farmer. Like, he's spewing all this good stuff.
Yeah.
As the hours tick by. Okay, keep going, Joe.
As the hours tick by.
Yeah.
So then, not being able to find Mommy and Daddy, I ended up going to town, falling into Caden's keg, and that's where it became, adopted, kinda-ish, as a barkeep, waiter,
Wait,
dishpan.
you fell right in the
Yep.
pig.
Yeah. Fell right in the keg. Found my true calling.
So he's a human from the country of Iskar, and he went to Breach Hill, and outside of Breach Hill are farms and closest town, right? Legendary town of people going on about the founding wizard father or whatever. Stumbles into one of 3 possible inns, and he gets adopted. Sort of a chance and yet sort of fate. Because if that hadn't happened, if your parents never died, you'd be a freaking farmer or a medicine man, never met these guys and saved their lives.
Yep. Yeah, I would have been a hermit. Yeah.
Yeah, so very interesting thing about one's past is it can shape not only your present, but it can shape those around you and their future. And I want you guys to keep this in mind. And now, Lobrak. Oh, Lobrak. You ever hear of like having a little hitting the peyote? A little spirit journey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lobrak goes back in time to his original tribe. Now, do you have a name for your tribe?
Your
do
clan?
Not. You do not have a clan? Okay.
They've been wiped out at this point.
Okay, so he hadn't thought about his clan, called the Naysayers, for quite some time. And he is thrust back, looking into the flames with the Gripply and his new dwarven companions, to a ritual, a ceremony, where certain acolytes were chosen to become shaman, to become the tribe's leader. And he was one of these possible acolytes. After many trials of ball tag, drinking, who sets the best fire, popularity contests, you name it, weeks and weeks of this, condensed into 3 days because goblins don't live long and this shit has to get on with it. They're down to 3 contestants. And they have to, it's a bit of a talent show. They have to do something to bring a skill to show the tribe that this person can lead them into the future, make the tribe better. The first goblin, with a little perchance for magic, shows the tribe that magic can not only produce fire and spread fire, that it can shape fire. And he uses some pyrotechnics that's very controlled to burn certain things and miss other things, that type of thing. And the little clan is very impressed. Contestant number 2 is a bit of a gabber, charismatic, talks about their history, gets them riled up like you would at a prep rally, looses a bunch of rhetoric, reminds them where they are, who's important, places himself in the spotlight, and starts charming them and beguiling them with goblin words, gestures, and things, and gets everyone pumped right up. At the top of his speech, a hand comes up and slits his throat, and there is a gasp as the goblin goes down sputtering and gurgling on its own blood, to fall atop the shaman, who is already dead. Last man standing, the killer, not even bothering to gloat, just slowly raises his blade over his head and chants the name of the tribe. This goblin is Lobrak. He led his people for a very long weekend before betrayed by another who was inspired and narrowly escaped with his life, and in the wilds become an adventurer. But now from the past is the present. He is hooked up with a rat folk druid and his ape, and an elven ranger and her wolf. They not only accepted him and his hijinks, found his skill set valuable. Now, there were some morality issues, particularly with the elven ranger, but they traveled for a time until they came upon Breach Hill, and then the rest is history that you know. How we met the party, we've already all covered that, which brings us up to the now. And now Lobrak peers into the spirit world, into what he is perceiving a possible future. You see a great structure, Lobrak, made of dragon bone, with the head of a dragon skull, not only arranged lying on its back with the rib cage popping up like walls, but scones, tribal, skins, shadowy creatures that you can't quite perceive, but the structure radiates magic, resonates fire. This whole thing speaks to you. Even though it's not on fire, the whole thing taps into your goblin fascination of fire and magic and the spreading of such. And suddenly, whoosh, the spirits pull you back from that location across a jungle, and swooping down, you see this location reaching out as if you're riding tendrils, grasping totems. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as if 2 other fingers had been cut off, feeding its power. This cloak, this blanket of power that it draws from these totems and also feeds them power, is a circuit not yet completely broken. And when Lobrak finally awakes, to you guys 4 hours, to him 4 days, he's in a coma, he believes that he may have a revelation as to what's going on in the jungle and the location of the totems and their home base. What would you guys do with Lobrak if he was out for like 4 days? Just put him on a little travois and shuffle him along.
You know how the Ewoks brought the Han and the crew.
The one pole carried by 2 guys on their shoulders, and their hands and ankles are bound over top.
That's exactly how we would do it.
That's cool because he's so small. You could just stand the stick up and lean him on a tree, and he stays right there.
Just stick into the ground. He's like a little goblin flag.
So, are the rest of us? Am I still paranoid in the jungle?
No. 4 hours later, the effects wear off for most of you,
except for Lobrak.
And you. Like I said, these guys are ill. 4 hours later, they feel better. You're not paranoid anymore, but you're edgy. You know what I mean? You're not you know what I mean? It doesn't make you react like you're paranoid, but up in your head, you're still kind of thinking things completely, totally, overzealously, rationally all the time, and you're hyper aware of everything. Miro's farting. Miro's beard rustling. Niall's burping.
Oh, that smell. You gotta brush your teeth, cousin.
Albric's constant humming to himself as he's working out encampments and flicking his fingers in a snappy sort of cadence. Like, everything is yours for the suffering. Completely hyper aware.
Oh, the worst hangover ever.
Yeah, that's right. It's the worst. However, if you guys had 4 days to kill before, and Niles is obviously treating him, right, and has announced that with a bit of a hand wave that he's okay, his body's processing it. You know, he's not sick, he's not going to die. It's going to take a while for his little goblin body to process this stuff, and he just needs, like, care, bed rest. Continuing on our map, trying to clear hexes, or would you guys go home to get some advanced healing or whatever? But Lobrak is going to be tripping for like 4 days. So the next day, we get up, cozy cabin, and he's there, eyes roll back in his head, glittering to himself, making soaring, soaring, And he's two things, the Lobrak is off. First, he's wearing pants, and two, his eyes are closed when he's actually sleeping. So you guys know something is really, really off with Lobrak.
I don't think he's right. I think he wasn't right to begin with, but he's less right now than he was before.
So, with Aiden's a magnificent role-playing of leaving the game or the Zoom call for 4 days.
I believe that's Blarg, I'm dead.
What's the plan? Continue to clear hexes, schlep them along, head back to the elves and deposit them? What would you do?
I needed a bit of training there. I've been slacking and carrying something heavy. Well, I don't think Lobrak really counts as something heavy, but
He's doing the Luke Skywalker Yoda on the back thing.
Except I have his legs because it's safer that way.
Yeah, he's tied. He's tied at the ankles, and like Lobrak's just unconscious, flopping around as he's doing all the flips through the jungle.
His head's hanging on the right side, and his legs are hanging on the left side, and he's like horizontal on your back.
Yeah, I know. Like, he would have recovered a day or three ago if it wasn't for freaking Muros' training montage, like all the blood going to his head and shit.
What are you whacking his head off stuff as we go through the jungle?
What are we head? Well, Lobrak takes his beauty sleep. Do we want to head back, or are we gonna continue through the jungle?
Well, lads, I think we should continue. We haven't really found anything for certain. And there's lots more of exploring to do.
Okay.
I'm as feisty as ever. We have no need of supplies. We have anything we need.
Did you guys want to start with the closest hex right underneath your pillar here?
Right,
here?
then it's agreed. Yep. We'll continue on. I guess survival check.
Yes, please. Yeah. You guys have been in the jungle for 26 days.
I got a roll of 3 plus 10.
Now it's 28 as he does the first hex.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's
That's the only hex I can see. What's going on?
I can't see any.
Yeah, I got a... Well, Miros, your survival is a little higher than mine. What a
technically speaking, I am. But today, I'm feeling a little queasy. My beard's tingly. It's not the tip of the beard anymore, but it's closer to my
I don't
lips.
trust anyone but myself anyways. Let's do it then.
My lips just feel weird.
You're not even going to give him the 8 another?
No. He bros is just doing the fishy lips everywhere.
You get distracted by the tiniest things. I love it. 24. All right. So we headed directly south from the pillar. Okay, here. Let me zoom in on the map here. So they are pretty much center of the map at the top. You guys headed directly south from the pillar that's dead center at the top. See this? There's actually a straight line going west, a pillar 2 hexes away, and then 2 more hexes is the village. Just so you guys know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Okay, you went directly south, took 2 days, cleared that one. Do you want to keep going south? You guys want
And the dwarves keep marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah.
I love this one!
Give us a compass point. There is a hex to your south, there's a hex to your southwest. Okay.
South it is.
And we bring sorrow and merriment wherever we go.
Nope. But you know what?
Ooh.
You guys just walked into my favorite hex.
My trap card's been activated.
Once again.
All right. A lot is going to go on in a short amount of time. So
things are going to happen. You might get pissed off. Just deal with it.
No, I'm just saying, I'm going to have to constantly stop time because everyone's going to go, what? Oh, blah, 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 and start blurting and stuff. I do this type of thing. So, as we play, lots will happen. But in actual game time, I'm literally going to, from the moment you step into this square. Consider you guys self like in rounds because it's just easier to deal with. So, in exploration mode, exploration mode. Okay, you guys are doing what action? Do you remember the actions? Like there's searching, there's stealth, there's What are you guys doing?
Since we're hauling Lobrecht anyways, we'll do some searching, I think.
Muros
and
was
spend
doing,
the time.
Diplomacy, trying to persuade me that he doesn't have to do any survival checks.
No! I'm too busy because my lips, they just feel really weird. It started at my beard, and now it's at my lips. It's almost gone. I think maybe half of it by lunch. I'll be fine. I can help then, but not before.
Yeah,
Well, sad to say I couldn't find any lunch today.
The idea of lunch actually makes you a little queasy there, Miros. Liquid lunch.
Okay, we'll talk about that time before, the thing at the... Yeah. Sun high noon. High noon!
Miros, do you have medicine?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Hey, but if you want to know what fungus you can eat, I'm your guy.
Exactly. So, actually, this would probably actually go off of survival, not nature or medicine. So, I'm sure there's something you could find to chew on that might, like ginger. You ever get a sick tummy and someone gives you like a ginger ale? Because ginger is something that actually helps.
Survival or nature, I'm better at one than the other, but still quite proficient.
I would put this under survival because it's you're counteracting stuff. So, can I have a survival check from you?
Yes. Hey, that's a 23.
Steppin', he goes into survival mode. You think he's going to help you track, and the fucker goes off and finds some ginger root, whatever, to make his tummy feel better. Doubling your lower
I found it! See this mushroom right here?
Well, I see you're putting your skills to good uses there, cousin.
If your tummy's upset, how are you going to do anything?
Miros, where would we be without your beautiful soul?
10 steps behind where we are now.
Aw. Is that what
It's
he's
good
got?
to be
Like,
back with
he's
my
got
cousins. I love it.
He's got a tattoo underneath his chest hair that no one says beautiful soul. So everyone gives me perception except for you two that are surviving. So 23 for Miros. And Steppen had, what was your last survival? 11?
Yeah, 11. 1 plus 10.
And can I have you guys drop me perceptions into the magic books?
Oh.
That's fine. It becomes relevant because it's going to be, I'm going to leave your Skeleton Guard on the board because I have a feeling you might just resummon him.
That's the way it's going to be going from now on.
So we got Lobrecht. And who's Al? Where's Big Al? There we go. Oh, that worked. All right. So I hit a pin. I literally have pins, like a red virtual pin stuck in the map. When you guys get to an encounter, I click on it, a pop-up comes, and it doesn't look like what's in the book, but it is its own everything from the book. The this, that, you name it, including
all the data,
as well as where's my map? My map.
Hopefully, it's a different map than the last two.
No, it is.
Okay.
I turned them upside down. Ha ha!
Thank you, Fantasy Grounds.
There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, and such a map. Such a map we're going to talk about.
Everything map.
Okay. That looks pretty cool. That looks very, very cool. Unfortunately, I see solid walls and I need to start covering shit up.
Can't see anything.
Yeah,
Where'd it go?
No, the man behind the curtain.
I'm not okay. Nothing to look at here, Jeff. We're good. Guys, remember the group chat we got? And simultaneously, everyone's phone's just all like, you hear that vibration sound and everyone's like, brr, brr.
That was no fair. I was enlarging it so you could see.
Enhance.
This just went crap.
Oh, look, I always love it when I see the S on the map. Those ones are the exciting parts.
Yeah. I was trying to like reveal the outside, and all I did was reveal the interior. It's like the actual opposite effect of what I want. It's like, no.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo. It's all good. We love you.
That's fine.
And we're all good about metagaming.
No, and there is a lot of openings. Sorry, studying the map a little further. Like I read about it, but it was such a simple map. I didn't bother with much going on. All right.
Oh, are we about to claim our own base of operations in the Milwaukee Expanse?
Ooh, are we expanding on our franchise already? We haven't even branded.
I mean, it's always a good idea to start with the real estate.
It is. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But we need to talk about slogans and image. What we're
Yeah, or branding. What do we call our brewery?
We never I don't think we did. We know.
Golden
Did we
something.
name it?
What?
No one wrote it down.
Golden something.
Ryan, you started a trail off there for a second because your mic's a little far.
There you go.
Stefan, what did we talk about calling attention
Nothing,
to?
I didn't say that. What are you calling attention to?
Something I can possibly fix. But if you're like, hey, everybody, did you guys just hear that? Now, something that's like the computer sounds and stuff, I like picking fun because it's also a way of saying you need to shut that off so it doesn't keep happening. Oh, Ryan, I think you're trailing off a bit there. I just kind of heard that. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
gentlemen,
sorry.
that's fine. I'm just teasing you. An overgrown ridgeline rises up from the jungle here. It is a cliff, presenting a craggy stone face to the south. Perched atop this 40-foot tall cliff is a mostly overgrown stone temple. A trio of stone balconies extend from the temple's southern facade right over and out on the cliff's edge, while several triangular openings in the stone walls that may have once held windows are now filled with packed clay. The building's walls are adorned with badly damaged carvings that may have once been androgynous, I want to say.
Androgynous?
Thank you. Must have once have been androgynous butterfly-winged figures swimming in the sea and flying through the sky. Yeah, that's a lot. And
It's basically a bunch of anime characters because you can't tell if they're a boy or a girl.
Right?
Can I have religion from those expertly trained and anyone that got perception over 15, which I think was everybody?
I don't know. I can't see what I got because I rolled it in your tower.
Oh. Did you have religion?
So how about you tell us?
Al, Niles, Lobrak.
Niles is reloading.
Lobrak's still unconscious.
I'm cheating. I'm using the Twitch stream to see what the map looks like.
No, actually, because I said 4 days. It takes you guys 2 days to do a hex, and we could say that, like, at the end of the day, you know, we've come across this in the middle. So yeah. Now you do wake up.
You're asleep. I'm just
no. You're woke. You wake up. You're tied to a stick. We're gonna start you off tied and bound. Tied to a stick. The compensation.
The way I take everything out, being eaten.
I want you to kill that cancellation that's causing you to be intermittent, especially when you turn your head off the mic.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have brought that up when we're off there. Now Spiegler's got me hyper aware of every little thing. Where were we?
Sounds like somebody else has been dabbling in the mushrooms.
Little off. Sorry. All right.
Better.
Yes, thank you. So, getting back to our temple, Niles, we can look after you. We can have to look
Sure.
after you. It's okay.
Plus 14 if somebody wants to roll for me while I'm loading.
Well, I've got a copy of your sheet because I have
Okay.
access. So, religion, starting with Niles. If it lists like what you see the butterfly, blah, 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 right? And does it strike you as something arcane? Possibly something social? Society. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. There is some religious significance to Desna, but it's not the classic. Something different here, Niles. Society from the rest of you. All is game because you, like, everyone sees the structure and its style.
11.
Except you, Lobrak. you're
21.
I got a 24.
I got 4.
Lobrak, who has been recently introduced to society. And Muros, who never studied anything outside of the barrel.
Outside the temple? No.
Yeah.
Or the stone mason.
It'd be funny if you guys get the brewery up and going, and he's like a merchant, like a businessman genius, but he doesn't know anything about like society. Alright.
Don't understand it.
Don't know. So where were we? Society. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. The way they lay this out is a little... It's interesting. Of course, I'm scrolling like mad trying to find what the DC was. 24. Anyone? No?
Stefan.
Oh, Stefan.
I got close with a 21.
Would you like to spend a hero point to re-roll anybody?
I need more than a hero point.
Hey, hero point gets you a reroll. But then you don't get to use these awesome cards. Now, we are...
It's okay.
Months are going by, a month or so, and we are still using gold pieces from patrons to keep these cards on the table. And I'm even going to go so far as to remind you guys that these are, free of use. Press on. Play at the start of your turn. Until the end of your turn, you ignore penalties and checks from DCs and conditions. Called foe. Before you make a strike, designate a foe you can see. You gain a +2 to attack roll made against that foe, but you take a -4 penalty to attack rolls made against any other creatures. This lasts until the end of your next turn, or if you critically hit that foe. Drain power. Play when you activate a magical item or cast a spell, Matt or Niles. Heighten the spell by 1 level. This can't heighten the item spell above half your level, rounded up. If the item wasn't consumed on use, you can't use that item again for 24 hours. And the hero point cards continue to pile up until you buggers start using them. However, I have 2 points on the board. As soon as somebody uses any card, that's a point spent from the patrons. And as soon as anybody uses another card, but I'm literally looking at 7 cards, guys. Plus all the other ones we talked about before, all the athletic stuff and So with the ensuing combat, don't be afraid to, dig in.
Oh, I'm totally busting out that Haydn card for sure.
So, the temple, Oakenheart. There is a people that live out west, and they are called the Bowden, I believe. Just trying to figure out where we are here. And they believe in like a mini pantheon of Gosrith and Desna, and worship the two in conjunction to each other. However, it is widely assumed that the two people have sort of amalgamated these two gods into one faith, one god, and they've made themselves, the Batman, Superman crossover universe kind of stuff. And that is a misconception.
One love, oh, one love.
In your travels, you had met these people, let's say, and they had set you straight. The temple's structure, the way it's designed, is strikingly remnant of something from their country and countrymen that you've seen before. And the butterflies mark Desna, as Niles is muttering. Would you care to pass this on?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so it's who in Desna that are amalgamated into one, you're saying?
Gosrith.
Gosrith?
Yeah.
And it's depicting them like coming into one?
No, people think that these people worship them
think
like
that.
they're one god, but it's actually just a mini pantheon. Like, you know, I have the Viking pantheon, there's Odin and Thor and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
right? A pantheon is a collection of gods, right? These people worship a pantheon, a mini pantheon that only consists of 2 gods and their contrast and relation to each other. And that's it. However, the way they go on about it, outsiders think that they've amalgamated these 2 gods into like a new god of its own, and that's wrong. This is a belief that is widely held around the world, including scholars in Teldor.
It seems this temple goes against most of the beliefs of so-and-so, whatever their names are again. And it shows, instead of 1, it's 2 depicted separately. This must be an old place. The magics may be strong here.
So, putting you guys on the edge of the map, we've got Miros. We've got Stefan up front as our tracker. We got Lobrak in the back tied to a post. We got Niall
back in the back with a whack about to Zach.
We got Niles coming up to the forefront, thinking about the flappy butterflies. Is that everybody?
Of the cleric that I replaced for this party?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So coming upon the scene instantaneously, this is what you see. I read the box text, and your brains, shall we say, I know it's kind of mean to force a recall, but I'll even say before anything happens, previous to round 1, you guys get that recall for free.
I have lore architecture recall I want to use.
Sure.
14 plus 8 got a 22.
Yeah, there's evidence in this structure that it is built. The architecture is built just like those countrymen. Like maybe they had a temple here, or they had pilgrims here way in the past, or you know what I'm saying? Like it may not be built by them specifically, but it's definitely built by a people that share their faith specifically. Like the churches on Earth, certain churches have flying buttresses. Those arced, not only is it to hold up a very serious wall, they are synonymous with cathedral construction, right?
Yeah, and then there's temples with like the rounded globy top.
Yeah, like tulips and mosques and mausoleums. Exactly, right? So the fact that there is a triad of wings over the cliff, one wing representing each god and then coming together, and the center being the place of where you worship 2 for 1 deal. The fact that the whole temple inside is probably split, it's like mirrored. You go left and the architecture will mirror itself on the right. The antechambers will be the same left and right, blah blah blah, right down to the wings, except the back of the temple, which reflects the front. And as you step inside, you will probably find further proof of this. However, as you guys are nammering away. A voice rings out from inside the temple. The door is open just a crack, and you hear, "Lies! I will not stand for this. Taldor will not stand for this. No one shall discover this travesty of truth. I will put this right immediately. Julie, do the thing." And no one answers. A very familiar voice. Do you guys remember Jahard Pentergrass?
The dude with the mustache?
Yep. Golden boy.
Oh my god.
Oh, maybe we can destroy that friggin' pillar that we left intact.
Oh yeah, the one that he took.
He
down
still
the
got
fucking
it.
river.
Yeah.
I get a beard. Yes.
As if as if the winds of fate are stirring to his proclamation, like they agree, or they're hoping to gain your attention to disagree. The wind picks up, the door opens, and you guys see. Do you see what I got here inside the temple? You guys see Pentagrasp standing over what looks like someone's taken a bucket of ash or black grainy sand substance and made a line, a trail of it on the stone floor, and then that line splits into 3 and goes to 3 massive kegs.
As in not like L kicks, right?
As in, as in he has a tinderbox in hand.
No.
Yeah. Initiative is starting, and it starts with him beating you guys at 34. Now, Fantasy Girls rolls. I tell them all to roll separately. Buddy has a plus 19 initiative, and today he got freaking lucky. So you get your proclamation. I won't stand for this, but maybe you got 11 initiative, and you guys can do all kinds of shit before he like does something. He's like blah blah blah. The doors below open. He looks over his shoulder, sees you guys, and goes, "I won't." Strikes the match and drops it on the line of gunpowder, smoke powder that in every Acme Hanna-Barbera Warner Brothers cartoon ignites and starts burning like a fuse made of sand directly towards the 3 powder kegs. And with that dropped, he turns and pulls out his gun, points it at you guys, and as a last action, like readies it. Stay back! You can't stop this! It is fate that I found it! First on the board, we have Muros, because the Skeleton Guard has not been summoned. Muros! Let's go to our battle board. Shall we?
Eh?
Yeah.
Odds, leave me a clear shot on that powder line. I'll see what I can do about it.
Someone get me out of this.
Muros.
Just want to.
Elbrick, you're on deck. Muros, what do you do? It's action time. Don't think, just do. Well, I did give you guys a lot of time to take the scene in. So.
Well, I thought I was going last there because I had a 4 for my society check.
So that doesn't mean you don't know anything about the temple and its relation to the gods.
Well, I thought that would be my initiative.
Oh, that's true, because you guys started rolling society checks.
That would be last action.
That would
Fair is fair.
That is fair. No, I want to take responsibility, you prick. So he drops himself to the bottom of the line. Okay, let's take a moment. Elbrick got 21, changing him from 22. Not much. Lobrock got 11, changing him from 18. What else we got? Oakenheart got 24. Oh, they're racing to the top, Oakenheart. Blah, blah, blah. And I think I should do something about this immediately. What? 24 for Oakenheart. And Niles Albright, religion of 17. So now that we've shuffled everything, I call upon Stefan Oakenheart. Going on about the structure, peering inside, wondering if the stones mirror itself, and then this maniac, blah, 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 blunderbuss. Don't stop me! And the fuse is going. If you want, you can spend an action, give me an intelligence check, and calculate how long you have until boom. If you wish. But that would cost you an action.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not very smart.
Okay.
I kind of dumb.
What do you do?
Quickly deciding that. I'm looking at,
Get him!
There's no time, dude. Seriously, I've had so many combats. I've never seen you guys so hesitant in one where it's like, yeah. Just,
I'm gonna run up to. Are those pillars? Those black dots?
Yep.
I'm gonna go up and like go up just through the door south, and then go on the north side of the one pillar and yell at him. What are you doing, you bloody dumb bastard? You're gonna blow us all up.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an action.
Yeah.
And next two?
Gonna pull my bow and.
Okay. You want to take a shot? Or do you want to wait? Do you want to ready an action? Pull your bow and... Oh, actually, it's 2 to ready, so even he's not ready.
No,
because
yeah.
I pulled my weapon, and I don't have 2 to ready an action to like, oh, if you move, I'll shoot you, right? So he pulls out he's getting ready, and all of a sudden you skirt into the room behind, for cover.
If I couldn't like shoot the barrel with an arrow that's not like flame or anything and destroy it, could I?
You would be hitting a solid wood barrel with an arrow.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything.
If you wreck a barrel, it will leak powder everywhere. The flame
and then
cometh.
it's still gonna blow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not gonna work.
Don't you worry about them. I'll take care of it. Just keep me a clear path to him.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at Gerard.
All right, targeting him for you now.
Thank you.
Have at me. Now we are dealing with what we perceive to be, whether we understand explosives or not, the fact that this black sand burns rapidly towards those things, and kegs could hold anything. Your gut tells you
Isn't
that
black
this is really
powder a
bad.
dwarven invention? Or is it
Oh,
gnomish?
possible, but like, it doesn't mean that like all dwarves know how to make ale. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course they do. Absolute
Weird.
nonsense you're talking.
I have him targeted, but my attacks aren't actually like registering that they're attacking him.
okay, strange.
But my first roll was a 19, which I think is a miss.
All right.
Well, you don't know that.
So
We
check.
assume.
And your second attack, you should -5 from, I think, because
Yeah.
No, I just rolled again just to see if it wasn't registering that he
Okay,
was
well, like
targeted.
because they're on the board, we can keep your roll. So give me a second roll. I got to scratch your 27 now because it's not. You know what I mean? Even if something screws up, we can see the numbers. So don't try to redo the same thing. 19 will just track it and fix it. Right? Move down a slot. Give me your second shot. Anyway, you can only shoot once. You got to have actions.
Actually, I have quick shot, so I was able to shoot twice.
What's quick shot do?
It's because my archer, like I'm an archer.
Please
fighter.
read quick shot. We want to learn.
Draw and shoot, same action.
Cool. Very cool. So now we know that as you were pulling it out, first one goes at me,
Yeah.
and then the second one, right? So your first one was 19, your second one being 17, and yes, your instincts serve you well. That misses.
Yep.
Firing wide. And that's Oakenheart. Next we have Albric. Niles, get ready, you're on deck. Albric, Stonechucker, what do you do?
all right, I can't see the map, so if you can move me, my
You are
5 or 6 squares.
You are 1,
5
2.
square.
You're 3 from the door.
Okay.
You're 2 from around. So they're in the bushes of the jungle. Directly in front of them is a stairwell going up 5 feet, and it's completely rounded to like a dais.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see the map on Twitch, so I can see, but I can't. I don't
Oh, okay.
know where in relativity I am with the rest of the map. So
Okay, so
I want to
you're at the-
move forward as far as I can
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Straight in. You're
and target
buddy.
What's his nuts. I want to see how far away he is and
Pentagrast.
all that fun stuff. Pentagrast, yes.
Yeah. And
And will a 30-foot cone protruding from me catch the
oh, I like
gunpowder?
because I know how to do those now. I like cones. Oops. Like so.
That's a 20-foot.
Oh, that's
One
really
step
cool.
up. One step up. That is cool, though. Does that catch him? And the gunpowder does?
Not the gunpowder, but it catches him. What are you casting?
Crushing Wave.
Oh, neat. So you want to be closer? You want to do like a double move and then cast, or is it too? It's too.
That's too many actions.
So what do you want to do?
I think I'm still going to hit him with it.
All right.
Ooh, he failed. So Crashing Wave. You summon a crashing wave that sweeps away from you. You deal 66 bludgeoning damage to creatures in the area. The water also extinguishes non-magical fires in the area. So that's my attempt at crashing the gunpowder. Maybe I'll have enough time to throw a second one out there. And damage. 22 damage to Gerhard Pendergast. So I spring forward, and from my palms jets a massive wave of water that sweeps across the floor, dealing 66 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And I didn't catch the burning gunpowder.
I'm working on that. So 22 points of damage to my current hurt point total, right?
Yep.
It, like I said, I really want you guys to like figure if it does or not. Okay, I have so many rounds until they go boom, right? The problem is it says it reaches all of them simultaneously. Now 2 are obviously closer, so I'm thinking that this line goes straight back to like in between the 3 perfectly, and then splits off into 3, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So assuming I move a square around, because we have X amount of squares, I'm thinking, what is your actual... Oh, damn, an item wouldn't make a reflex save. Trap wouldn't. Give me a percentage.
Percentage roll?
Yeah, I'll give you a percentage, because it's literally exiting the square behind him, and that's where as far as you got.
18.
I'll give you a 20% chance. 18, yes. Just on the edge of that square, burning brightly, and whoosh, he puts it out. Now, no...
Yes!
But I will say that, like, that is the extent of the wave, and there's, like, I don't want to get into semantics of, oh, well, wouldn't the rest of it be watery and blah, 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 you know, not go... Maybe, but... For right now,
No, it does specifically say that the water also extinguishes non-magical fires in the area.
Yeah,
so there's
inside.
no like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's no splash outside. Even though,
However,
if I sent a big crashing wave of water, it would, the stuff would flow across the floor.
Not to be
blah,
a
blah,
dick and
but-
just have him walk back over and like start striking a match, going, "Your water cut off here." No, this is not going to happen. So this crashing wave,
Oh no, that's totally what I would do. I'm like, okay, let's go light another one.
No. Like, he's got a different plan. Crashing wave of magical water slooshes over him, and he's caught in the middle of it, and it puts out the thing, and sort of the backlash of water, soaks, perhaps makes a lot of the sand wet and a lot harder to ignite for flavor. It soaks the back of the temple, right, with his slosh. Anything else, sir? You move, you cast, you're done?
That's all my actions, but I'm going to take a free action to go, Pendergast, are you mad, lad? And that's it.
Niles.
Cool.
What do you do now?
Draw rapier. Oh,
Okay.
and charge.
Oh, no casting, no slim?
Nope.
Do it.
Okay.
And charge straight down to. Oh. Why not?
How far do you want to go?
Onto the. I'm guessing it's a dais. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. Jumps up.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh,
Ah.
that's it.
Can I have a simple athletics DC check, please?
Okay.
Huh. Well, it's soaking wet. It might be slippery. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take
Touché.
5. I'm gonna go 5 to 10. It's like 5 to hop up in here, but because he made it soaking wet, 1. Oh, Hank, that's okay. 12. He catches the rail. He's fine. I'm not gonna make it 20 or something, but 5 becomes 10 really quick if you make that shit wet, right?
Okay.
You know where I got DC 10 from? I know this evil knight cocksucker in our evil campaign that like greased the floor and they just tag teamed the crap out of this guy as he endlessly tried to stand up on a DC 10 and could not.
Oh, it was so good.
Niles, anything else, sir?
No, that's it. That's 3 of my actions.
Draw, moved. Do you have any? You don't have any charging stuff where you get to attack at the end? Or anything?
Nope. I am a cleric.
Aha. All right. There's a square in front of me that I threaten. I want to make sure that I don't have any sort of bum.
He's using a ranged weapon, so at least he has some funky feet.
I do have something, but I think it has to do with me having my whip out because it's called Whiplash. So, yeah, I went for my gun, not my whip. But
Oh, having your whip out. Good call. Thanks for the idea, Jet.
Well, he doesn't whip it out. I have my gun. Anyway.
Oh, not you.
Low brack. Low brack. Some might say it's mean to start a guy tied up, but I say that this is compensation for the free location of the Moonbeam Peyote trip that's not in the module that I made up to show you some.
I didn't ask for it.
No,
I have my own idea for a great peyote trip, but you ran with it some other way.
Okay. Well, you know what I didn't do? I didn't tie you up. Your players did. So don't blame me.
Oh, I'm not blaming you for this.
What do you hear the story about what else they were doing to you? Freaking Muros' training. Like a montage of being Muros' barbell, Muros' bench press, Muros. Just. He thinks you have atrophied. He tries to. He folds you in half, so you're doing your own sit-ups. He tries to keep you like the coma guy that needs exercise, right? And he's just trying to keep going. So what?
Totally weekend at Bernie's, do you?
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I don't think there's anything I can do.
Escape?
With what skill?
You can chew through the ropes with your gnashy little teeth. Isn't there any isn't there kind of thievery for escape check or acrobatics? It's got to be something.
I've checked all of the skills you'd think of. I checked acrobatics, athletics. I've checked stealth, thievery.
Okay, I know you can escape a grapple with athletics. So, yeah, we'll go with that one.
Okay, sounds good. 16.
DC tying up a rope to hold you guys, probably 15. So, yep, you're good. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get your hands free. Have another one?
Yes. 23.
Okay, I was just gonna have you like be strong enough to untie your feet, but you just use the post. Anyway, now you have a pogo stick. Because the knots they bound you with kind of knot at the bottom, a foot off the ground. It's kind of like, You've got this 4-foot long stick. You're a 3-foot dude, and there's a bunch of knotted rope at the bottom. I don't know what you could do with that, but I'm just saying. Everybody needs a 10-foot pole campaign. Here's yours. Only it's 4 feet.
Fair enough.
What do you want to do?
I will actually end up moving.
I got good news for you. They stood you up. You're not prone, so you don't have to waste an action on that.
Perfect.
Good news, everyone. All right. Describe your action, and I will release your mini.
I will, after pulling myself free from the ropes, carry the pole and rush forward. Just hut.
Okay, up the stairs on an angle and taking up. So these are double doors. Just inside the left door, or west door, we have Lobrak and his pole, and he's kitty cornered to a pillar.
Actually, I want to go right behind Albrick.
Fair enough. Okay, so stacking up in a little L pattern around this pillar, stepping into the wall on the left, behind a pillar, we have our archer. Right beside him, behind Al, we have Lobrak and Al, 10 feet off the door, straight into the room. A little on the east side is Al, and then charging up the west side in a straight line, facing Pendergrass in the center of the dais. On the left, we have Niles. A little bit to the right, we have a soaking wet, pissed off Pendergrass, but we'll get back to that. Lobrak, traps do nothing. Muros, Anvil of the Bender.
Hey, gonna have to take a bit of a hustle to get towards where anything is happening.
So what do you want to do?
I first hustle on up.
Okay, move you got.
5. So
It's not showing anything. And you went quiet all of a
no,
sudden.
I
Okay.
was just
35
measuring.
35 feet. 2 actions
Yes.
to get there. You have a 25-foot move, right?
Yeah, I'm stuck on the measuring.
Okay.
Thank
Where do
you,
you
sir.
Where do you want to be? You want to get right to him?
Yeah, and then I will take just a step right up to him.
Okay. So 2 actions get you here because it's beyond your first movement increment.
Yes,
You got an action left. What do you want to do?
grab him.
Okay.
Athletics.
Mr. Grabby Hands.
Grabbies.
Okay.
My
You gonna
athletics.
throw him too?
We'll get to the grabbing first, and we'll see what happens past that, if anything does. 22.
Looking at 19.
Oh no, sorry, no. I wasn't keeping up. 19.
Okay. A miss. You reach through the bar. Adam, this dais is circular, 10 feet long, round, and there's like a curved raised part. I think it's like a bar. You know, like the guy would stand up like a little mini podium, only it's stylized. And he's on it, kind of thing. Or at it. Anyway, soaking wet. He's slippery. Because we just don't want to say that your roll sucks. So, as chance would have it, somebody soaked him, and he's slippery, and 19 is not good enough, sir. I am so sorry. Bringing us back to Pendergast at the top of round 2. I have a blunderbuss. It deals. Where are we here? I am going to take a singular step back, and I am going to
That incurs a reaction.
not a step.
Oh, step supersedes. Yes. So yeah.
Now your stance might supersede, but as far as I know, no. Okay.
So
I don't know,
step
it-
supersedes all.
Takes a step back, and guess what else has a cone? My blunderbuss is like a shotgun, and fires a 30-foot cone. 10, 20, 25. About 30.
That's 25. You need to take it to the next step.
I want to, but it just keeps grabbing low brack.
There you go. That's the 30.
30? Okay.
Yep.
Fires his gun and catches everybody. Now, you see how
Everybody but Niles.
I remember a time when a player asked if he could move and tilt, and I'm going to do the
Oh,
same
there you
thing.
Well, he's still out there. You have to shift it over the one.
Obviously aiming so that, yeah. I take a step off to one side and fire the sucker. Come on, damn it.
Oh, it's better that way.
That is very cool that you can adjust it like that. Now you're 35 feet.
All right, thank you. Stepping back here. So I step off corner-wise, and I shoot this thing. Kaboom.
Now your cone's 35 feet, Jeff.
Oh,
That's
35,
not right.
sorry.
Yeah, there you
There we-
go.
there
That's
we go.
30.
Yeah, but then I don't catch you two.
Haha.
Well, you might not be able to then, Jeff.
You might not be able to get everybody.
Hey, I didn't say he would. I just said he'd try. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go for a maximum then. But I still like the idea of stepping back corner-wise because
You can't though. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
that's right.
because
That's-
you already stepped back. You can only do one step. So, your choice. You can move if you wish.
I'm sorry. Did I not let you guys? Oh wait, I meant to step this way. I meant to step that way. He's going to take a step, and no, that's
It's
fine.
5
That's
feet.
I know, but I can go 5 feet. I can't go 5 feet diagonally, can I?
No, you can't.
Or, is
Or
it
yes, I
together?
guess you can.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess-
you can.
Would stepping off that dais be considered difficult terrain?
yeah.
Now we're throw everything at him.
So then he can't step off the dais.
Sure, I can. No, I mean it would be an acrobatics check anyway. Whether I step off,
Well, then
or
it'd be
step-
just a movement. Then.
If I
It's not a
may.
step.
if I may.
What?
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Shoot.
Thank you for being so patient as I swivel my cone all over the room. As he does the math instantly in his brain.
Dude,
'cause
that sounded so dirty.
He's better at this than I am. He takes a step straight back and fires his weapon. Even to take a step on this slick dais, I'm going to make him make an athletics check. Just like I made Niles. And I might go down. And if I go down, I might shoot high and not catch everybody. So if I fall, I'm going to shoot high and basically half the range. Sounds fair to me. If I don't fall, I just step back and shoot everybody but Niles, who I can't catch in the blast. So, first, targeting lots of lovely people. You, and you, and
Does this
you.
blunderbuss weapon require special proficiencies? I'm just asking for a friend because that's pretty sick to have a weapon that just fires in a 30-foot cone.
The real question is, can I get sneak attack on all targets hit?
Well, if they're all flat-footed.
If I'm stealthed and no one sees me.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, because normally when you're stealthed, you
See,
only
now
get
you're
on
giving
the
us ideas, Jeff. Careful.
Where's my skills? Where's my skills? I got skills.
Yeah, it's called a mustache.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, it does not give me athletics, so I basically go off of +3. So d20, 18 +3. Okay, I'm fine. So he takes a step back, daintily, not even being skilled. Okay. I have a very cool, since Matt asked, just trying to make sure. Okay. 2 actions. It's called Shoddy Blunderbuss, which means this thing isn't even like made properly. Gerard fires an explosive shot from his blunderbuss that deals 4d6 bludgeoning damage and 2d10 fire damage. Save basic reflex DC 26. And I fire this sucker off. I don't see it though. Whip, whip, whip. It's not actually okay. Saving throws, boys. They have not hardwired the weapon for me. Reflex.
18.
25.
Step in got 21.
Joe, when it says basic, does that mean avoidable or half damage?
Half.
27.
Righto. So, now I know you guys are somewhat fire immune, so let's start with the getting pelted. Right, with 17 points of damage for most, and we'll absorb those that beat 26, which is only really Muros, who's right in front. Right. You see the gun come up, and you're like, oh!
Ha!
Right? And then 2d10 fire, which I know, again, some of you guys have a little bit less. So, for 11, for a possible 28 points. Starting at the top, we'll work our way down. Step in. You got what for your save?
I got 23.
Okay, so that is a fail. You take...
No, 21.
You
Yeah,
take
fail.
17 points of bludgeoning and 11 fire, unless you have any kind of immunities. Are you Fire Forged Dwarf like half these guys?
No.
Okay. So 28 points are yours to discover as this thing goes off, boom, and catches you all the way back in the back of the room. Al! You got a what?
I don't get
I got
half
a
cover from the
25.
pillar or anything.
For your reflex, you already saved. Or are you already... Oh, I see what you're saying. Stepping got a 21, and you need 26. I'm not going to give you +5 for the... I'll give you 2, maybe.
No? Yeah, okay.
Well, let's talk about cover, Joe. Could be wrong.
Sure. Sorry, what?
Cover giving you what to reflex save? He isn't cover. He's got like this little post, right? Could give him a +2, +5.
Yeah, well, everything is always 2s.
Right.
Not 5s. That's wrong system.
So even with... No, he brought it up, and it is a legit question.
Okay.
So I forgot his positioning. So step in, 22 becomes 23, granting him a little bit of cover from the pillar, but unfortunately not good enough. Enough of you is sticking out to get pelted and burnt. But you just keep on quoting regulations there, Ensign.
He also has bulwark, though, for his armor. If he looks at his character sheet.
Yes.
Is that calculated into
I think that's calculated, though.
So it says save 3 basic, -3 basic. So basically, Does that mean? Oh, that's a penalty.
It's a bonus for him. For bulwark. It's reflex saves.
It's
You're a tank.
So why does it say 3 reflex basic save 3 basic? Like, what's the -3 for? It comes right after it.
I don't know. I'm not looking at his character sheet. I can't see that.
Yeah, it says it in the combat tracker.
But yeah, but what does it say
Can't-
on your actual?
I can't
armor?
find. Yeah, I can't find it.
Well, that would be 5. That would be a saving throw. So you know what? We're gonna reset your hit points and we'll come back to you guys. Look up bulwark if
Oh,
you
there
want
it
it to
is.
work. What does it say?
I found it just in. Bulwark armor covers you, adds a 3+3 modifier instead of your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so it supersedes. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Between not just your armor, but the armor combined with the pillar is just enough for you to save, and you take half damage from both. So you only take 14.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sorry, folks, for like digging in and wasting time, but we need to learn this stuff, and now you're learning too. So that's pretty cool. Awesome.
Yep, that's neat.
Albrick got what?
25.
Okay. And unfortunately, 26 is what we were looking for. So you
Yep.
fail. And now I know you're somewhat fire resistant, or no?
No, I am not fire resistant.
Okay. Do you ever
I am
you're
ice
cold.
resistant.
So do you have any vulnerabilities to fire? Because
No,
you're
no vulnerability, but the resistance is low, so I think that's the trade-off.
Okay. Niles is not in range. Goes boom right beside your head, and your ears start ringing. Not enough for penalties, but nice effect. Lobrak.
Yes. I got an 18, but both myself and Albrick are behind Muros. Like, we are all in a direct line, and I
Right.
am a small creature behind the medium dwarf.
Right. So
2 medium dwarfs.
So a small creature would already be. Fantasy Grounds would already calculate that in when you rolled. Because you rolled your reflex, right? Okay, so anything
Well,
you
yeah,
get from that. However, I can give you 1 for the squishy dwarf and 2 for the pillar because you're stacked up just like Oakenheart for a total of 3. And you got a what?
18.
So you're looking for 26 on it. But no, he's relevant point. Like, cover. he
Right in the
just-
principle.
yeah. Clings to his back.
Now I would debate this one though. How much cover would a dwarf who successfully made his reflex save give for cover?
None, because he
Oh,
jumped out of
that's
the way.
true.
He jumped out of the way.
Yaha!
But I will have you guys possibly in the moments in between. It's not your turn. Does a medium creature grant more than a +1 to a small creature? You got a medium and a medium guy. I know it's +1 AC, so I'm assuming it's like +1 reflex or not. Because he's smaller, he might actually get a bigger bonus. You guys might want to look into that. So Lobrak takes the 28, as far as I can tell, unless you got any fire resistances.
Nope. Take the full 28.
All right, so Muros the monk does the Spider-Man jump. Everybody eats it, except for Niles, who's literally at point blank, but he shoots right over his shoulder. Excuse me while I bore your shoulder, fellow human. I don't kill humans. We gotta stick together. Boom. And that's 2. And then the step, of course, was my third. Step was the first. The shot was 2. And he is done, finally. Which brings us to the Skeletal Guard. No. Step in. You're up. Albrick, get ready. You're on deck. Step in. What do you do?
I will drop my bow and equip my maul. And then run up to him and attack.
Drop bow for free. Pull out your maul. You get 2 actions left. What do you do? Give me a run. Do you have
Yes, I
do you
run
have
30 feet. Oh,
25? Now, does bulwark armor slow you down? Does that take
yeah,
you from
wait.
25 to
never mind
20?
it. How much feet? How many can I run?
What is your movement?
Speed is only 20.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay.
He's too far away.
Well, you do a double move and stop next to him or something.
Yeah, but then I can't attack, dude. Okay, so I can go 20
Do you want to
feet.
stay back here and eat pellets? It's fine with me.
I can move 20 feet forward, which I'm going to do that
All right.
with my maul out. And I
Okay.
have an ability called Lunge. requirement, you're wielding a melee weapon. Extending my body to its limits, I can attack an enemy that would normally be beyond my reach. Make a strike with a melee weapon, increasing my reach by 5 feet.
Oh, sweet. So you get to 20 feet, and he's 10 feet away, and you're like, lunge! Nice!
And
What's
it
the penalty?
says,
There's got to be some kind of after effect.
if the weapon has the disarm, shove, or trip trait, you can use the corresponding action instead of a strike, but I'm just going to strike him.
Okay. There's no downside.
There's no downside. There's
AC
no minus to my...
AC or anything, no?
Nope.
Okay, it's just a cool feat that lets you lean out
Yeah.
really far.
It's
Cool.
a higher level feat. Like, you don't get it till...
No, that's
after-
very
yeah.
cool. But a lot of the system has sort of a but, right? Okay,
So
cool.
with my lunge ability, I attack.
Okay.
And I get a 24. I'm
Nice.
still not attacking him in the tracker, but oh well.
Yeah, it does not say hit or miss with you, but that is a miss, I'm afraid. Close.
And that's me then.
Al, you're up. Niles, you're next. Get ready. Al, what do you want to do?
All right. If I move, let's see. We'll go 2, 3, 4. 5. No, that doesn't work. Oh, maybe I can there though. If I go to the square directly behind Niles, does that put me within 10 feet reach?
Because of the corner?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, no, it still says you're 10 feet from him.
Okay. Yeah. So draw me there.
Yep.
On my way to him, I will draw my clan dagger. Yeah.
Ooh, geez, haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. I don't think I've done it at all yet.
Okay.
So move, 1 action, draw dagger, 1 action. Unless, do you get the move and draw at the same time in this system?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You know what? I'm not going to move there then. If I can't get the attack in this round. Because I don't want to stack us all up in a nice clump for him to blast again.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'm reading through his tactics, right? They placed him in the wrong spot. I'm wondering why it takes X amount of rounds for this thing to burn. And it's like, it's way too close. This should have gone off. It's like they have him in the temple, but he's not supposed to be. This would totally play out differently.
Oh, he's supposed to be outside?
He's supposed to be 10 feet outside the temple. And, but, okay, if you guys put out the fuse, he tries to stop you and he goes in and we'll start doing some stuff. So I'm going to let this play out because, relatively speaking, we'd kind of be where we are.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
we'll roll
Matt,
that.
and Matt, like,
I like
if
this. We're
if I'm 10 feet out from the dungeon and out of the thing and it goes, yeah, like Matt, you totally would have washed away like 90% of the fuse. So I've got no choice but to run back here to either try to relight it or, so. But, yeah, usually Fantasy Grounds is on par with where shit's supposed to be. And it's just kind of like, oh, okay, he's here. Blah, blah, blah. Off we go. Maybe they meant 10
Yeah,
feet
so
from
I'm not
the keg,
going to move to that spot.
No?
I am going to...
You got a bunch of conditions on you there. Stepping away.
I'm going to stay exactly where I am.
Yes.
I am going to cast slow on... You got me targeted on him still?
Yeah.
Oh, he saved. Lucky guy.
Oh, this guy's a beast. Like, I know he looks like one big moron, but the dude is like, this is a seriously skilled dude.
So he's slow. He's
just
slowed
look at that
1 for 1
mustache.
round,
Okay.
Nice.
which is still
Nice.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So
Yep.
I only have 1 action, or I have 1 less.
You have 1 less.
Okay.
If it was slowed 2, it'd be a different story.
Okay.
All right, so that's 2 actions, and for my final action, I am going to intimidating glare him.
Okay. And that does.
So you can demoralize with a mere glance. When you do demoralize, loses the auditory trait, gains a visual trait, and you don't take a penalty if the creature doesn't understand your language. So I give him the stinking eye, and I believe that runs off of
Is there a range? for this?
intimidation. It's same as any intimidate, I guess.
Okay. There's a lot going on in front of me, and you're amongst it. Sure.
Within 30 feet.
Okay.
So
I
is
am.
he within 30 feet? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. Intimidate. With an 18 versus his will DC.
Which would be 21.
So close.
So close.
Nope. Okay. No effect.
No problem.
Had to try. That's me.
His mustache quivers. You really want to burn? Like, I'm always trying to get you guys to burn hero points that maybe somebody would die. Some exciting new characters. There's explosives enough to drop the entire. Oh, well, there's an idea. Al, you're on about, do we know kegs? Do we know powder and stuff? Does anybody actually want to, like, spend an action to figure out the alchemy or, like, what this is and what it could do? Are we talking like, we need to be 10 feet away? Or is the entire temple about to drop off a mountain? Or at least the front of it, because he's peppered like the altar, you know what I mean? Something to consider. Anyway, I would assume everyone's cool. Even if I had started outside and I ran in after you whooshed, he runs in, you guys would run in to stop him, yes?
Oh yeah.
There's no take. Everyone stand, like, you see the barrels. There's no fuse running at the moment. We're cool with where we're standing.
I mean, I'd like to be closer personally if you're
No,
giving me the option.
No. I just meant, like, you understand what's at risk here. So, all right.
Yeah.
Al is done. Niles is up.
All right.
Niles.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to try to slash him first. Sorry, pokey.
All right. Have at him. Pitch
I'm
target
trying.
attack.
When it lets me grab my little die. It won't let me.
I'll do it for you. Who do you
I
want
got
to
it.
poke?
Oh, there we go. I got it.
We'll just leave Niles up on my board here just in case.
30.
Oh, nice. Let's stab. Right between the rivets. Oh, because I'm wearing this really fancy Teldarian green studded leather. So expensive. I got it on sale. You found the weak point. All right.
Awesome.
Damage.
11.
Oh, Blood! Stab. What else you got?
That's one action.
Yep.
Second action.
Yep.
Who's around me? This might hurt. I am going to try Crisis of Faith. Would you like me to read this spell to you? Casty spells.
Love to know what that does. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, I assault the target's face.
Hang on. First, I want to hear you, like, pray to the god.
Why
What-
hear the
what-
spell first since I'm
No,
starting talking about
No, just like, I want to hear what you ask Caden to do. Are you smiting them? Or are you reaving the ground? And then tell us what the spell does. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Alright, yeah. Caden, help me. Defeat this mustached foe.
I have a name, you know. Just like-
Mustachioed menace.
my hand is.
Mustachio.
I'm just waiting for the crit cards to come out. Like, this is a boss fight, and it's like, oh yeah, crit cards, let's go, you know. But if we don't say his name, I guess no crit cards for you.
Yep,
All right.
that's right. To defeat this mustachio who's trying to blow up a temple. That's not yours.
That's great. Why would you care? Help him get rid of competition. No, wait. All right. I've tortured you long enough. What do you got?
So, you assault the target's face, riddling the creature with doubt and mental turmoil. Possibility to do 66 mental damage or 68 mental damage if they can cast spells.
He obviously takes the lore and history of religion seriously. Otherwise, he wouldn't be trying to blow up a temple. So, yeah, have at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's targeted. Is that it?
Pendergrass saves D3, half damage, but success.
Okay, cool.
Reach
So-
points.
Mental damage.
Niles leans in, stabs him, and then starts twisting the blade and muttering to him. And you get that, you know how they do clerics and that suddenly get possessed by their god or by some supernatural being, and you get the eyes glow, and you get that, you know, on top of his own voice, you know, like, blah, blah. I will be beautiful and terrible, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Nicely done, sir. I have doubts and my head hurts real bad. Low Brack. What do you got for me, buddy?
So what I'm going to do is I would like to double move. 1 second. Double move to here.
What's here?
Running past all of the dwarves and Pendergast to the bottommost barrel,
Okay.
which is 45 feet away.
Okay. I have a gun. I don't have any triggering attack of opportunity. Off you go. Okay. Now what?
And then I would like to make an athletics check to shove this thing off the cliff.
Oh.
Flavoring it as using the pole that I was tied to as a bat to just smash it up.
I don't know if this is a balcony or solid walls we're looking at here.
Oh, I thought balcony, because I thought that would look way cooler, but
Well,
it might be red, it might be solid wall.
No, but I think the black walls are solid. And no, yeah, I think this, because
Okay.
you know what I mean. Like, yeah, like, why would you put it over the cliff if you wouldn't show it up? You know what I mean? It's got to be a window or something. Okay. Anyway, double move to get to it, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do the generic shove move.
Yes.
Okay. I notice he has these barrels, like, not actually in a square. They're kind of like sitting up on, you know what I mean? So let me get them, like, officially in a square here. Does that make sense? There we go. Okay.
I got a 21 against the target's fortitude DC.
Oh, all right.
Since it's a trap or a barrel, I don't know what its fortitude would be.
I have a stealth of 15.
I think so.
But it says the 3 powder kegs aren't particularly well hidden. They're out of sight to the casual observation. Okay. Well, I light a fuse and you guys see the sand. Kind of weird to, like, hissing. What is that going to do? Perception checks to see all around. Still. They gave this thing an actual stealth roll of 50. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not a stealth check. It actually is. It says they aren't particularly well hidden, but they are out of sight of casual observation. So I go on about blah, blah, blah. I never said anything. I said, I won't let this stand, and I drop something on the sand on my feet. It starts igniting and going somewhere. And you guys stop it. You're all the way at the back of the temple. So you do a double move to come up. Yeah, I think I have to cost your third action for you to, like, run up and go. Yeah. However, I'll give you this. You're running up to figure out what's going on. Like, why did he want to flame? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Question is, would you stop as soon as you could see?
No, I'd keep running.
Right. So you do one move, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And your second action is your perception check. I'll have it now.
Okay. In the dice tower or just out in the open?
Oh, in the open, because I already said the DC, so.
15.
You casually observe 3 barrels. Oh no! You keep running. No, and it plays out. Okay. So, 21. You shove the barrel. Anyway, this thing is braced for max damage. It's stuffed, wedged in between the statue and the balcony. You know what I mean? Like, it's not up on the ledge and easy to tip over.
Right.
So, would you like to maybe change targets to something that's easier to hit, like this one? You know what I mean?
Either way, I can't actually do anything this round because
Okay.
perception check is the action, and
Okay.
then third action to move here. So
Okay, all right. So, do you want to get into position to do something with one of the barrels, or are you happy to like go to the back and like the one in the back is going to take a little work. The ones here,
Yeah.
you could stop beside them and like pick it up and flip it over the. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'll stop. I'll stop one short from where I was for now.
Yeah.
And
focus
then
on this one.
yes.
Okay.
That's next turn.
All
So-
right. Which brings us to Muros.
Oi. In this case, I seen that Loberg ran in there. He's all piss and vinegar. I'd really appreciate his spirit. I really feel a bit apologetic about what's about to happen.
Okay. Can you bring the mic up a bit and get a huge wash from that furnace?
Yeah, timing. So we can say this. Moros is going to cast his first spell.
Ooh, and the
No, wait, no, in front of everybody. No, sorry. The second spell. Albrecht saw him the first time, and, Albrecht's hard to impress
All
when it
right.
comes to magic.
What do you got for
He's
us?
like, oh, look, you cast a spell. Oh, yeah, cantrip. Oh, fucking guy's doing my job. What the
You suffered a long
Yeah, it sounds
lecture of
about right.
never do that again. Don't upstage me, cousin, or I'll kill you where you stand. All right.
All right.
So what do
So
you got?
I wish I want to cast Mud Pit.
Ooh.
All right, it has a range. It has 3 actions to cast.
All right.
It's a range of 60 feet. It has an area of a 15-foot burst. It lasts for 1 minute. And thick, clinging mud covers the ground 1 foot deep, and the mud is considered difficult terrain.
Oh, cool. So where do you want to start it?
I want to make a mud ball, essentially from where
You said it's a burst?
it's a 15-foot burst.
Oh, okay, so you it's almost like a fireball. Like you pick
I
a
don't know how you
pick a
I
spot.
like to envision it like the ground just starts to kind of get slow, tumultuous,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden everyone's like, "What's going on?" All of a sudden it's like, blah!
All right, so
And
so-
everyone in that area is like, mud just kind of burst up, and it's
Yeah, so give me a ground zero. What square?
so 15-foot burst. I was thinking, so pretty much you see Lobrick. He's actually very handy in this regards.
Okay.
Lobrick would be what we would consider the ground zero.
Oh no!
Okay.
And then we would emanate 15 feet in every direction from a Lobrick. So we would be 3 Lobricks from a Lobrick. And we're going to use them as a measurement.
That is
Did I not become base measurements?
Oh, I love it. He's become a standardized measurement of something. Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's hilarious. All right.
You get a force point for that one.
Oh, thanks, Aiden. So, mud explosion. Or pretty much if you have a red misty around you, or your Lobrick. It's not just because he's a Lobrick.
Okay. That is 15-foot mud explosion. I drew a circle, but it actually decides what squares. You see how it's like cut off in certain places? You get both barrels, Lobrack, and Gerard for your money. But it's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm not on the ground. I'm on a dais, and the dais sinks in the mud.
Alright. So for Moros's casting, he does like this, like what it's like those Haku dances.
I don't know, it looks racist to me on some kind of natural level, but sure. At least he didn't actually start like pounding his open circled mouth with his palm.
Akin to.
All right, I get it. Some tribal vibe. Little, the somatic is very dance-like, a lot of feet.
We're summoning the
He's
water.
earth-bending! You're earth-bending! Ah, he stomps around like Toph. Okay, I got you.
Hey,
No, looks great.
if Shyamalan did it, so can I.
Okay, so now I'm gonna add Muros to the...
Earthbender.
Yeah, okay, so let's have the spell. I've got all the barrels at Muros. I've got everybody targeted. Let's have it.
It's just there's no saves. It just is.
Oh no.
Okay. So you just
Yeah,
suddenly
it creates a hazard. Like it does it do damage?
No damage.
It makes
Uh,
different
Yeah,
terrain.
so it just turns the terrain.
My meta on this was that you have these like hissing smoke trails. Was it throw wet mud
Oh yeah,
on top
yeah.
of it,
No, I got
smother?
you. Yeah, like the rest of. Okay, so you cast this right
To be the
Yeah.
virtual wet blanket.
Yeah. So he like the trails of sand or whatever like just get muddy. Like first they were wet, now they're muddy. Like they're totally screwed. You guys are tag teaming the crap out of the fuse. This is awesome. Okay, Lobrak and the barrels all are sinking in a foot of sticky mud. Lobrak. You're here. You're gonna grab the barrel, and all of a sudden, like the ground turns to mud and becomes very hard to lift.
Up to my waist.
Well, how tall is Lobrook?
He's like 2.5 feet tall, 3 feet tall,
Something
barely.
like that, maybe shorter.
You
I'd
made
have
like
to
a yeah. It's up to his weight, like up to our
It's
ankles. or knee.
1 foot. Is it 1 foot of mud?
Yeah, it's like that's like a
he's 2'5".
yeah, it's like a shin for us, but it's like his waist for him.
It's a brown Christmas after all.
Briar in the mud. Okay, end of the round. Bringing us to the top of round 3. The dais lurches and sinks and starts settling in the mud. But that's not what has my attention. What has my attention is one of you guys broke the line. He sees the goblin go sprinting past and try to grab one of his barrels. And he's like, "No! I said I won't have it!" And he turns and shotguns towards Lobrak. He fires his weapon at Lobrak.
Oh no.
Oh,
And
yes.
you're hugging a barrel.
He's hugging
Made a mistake, boys.
barrel. So, let's start with Lobrak being my only target as far as people goes.
So, and but your other character.
Hang on. I shoot my shoddy blunderbuss. Explosive for 4d6 plus fire damage. Can I have a reflex save at a -2 because you're stuck in the mud? I mean, we give cover bonuses for pillars. Why not negatives for being stuck in the mud? Well, difficult terrain. Actually, with difficult terrain, yeah, there's something. That's got to be a stat block. Difficult terrain causes reflex screw-ups, or does it? Might not. Because there's a hunt, like reflex isn't always jumping out of the way. You could just go prone. You could hide in the mud. Could be an insulator. Could save his ass from this fire. We don't know. So no
The
penalty.
naked back, the matrix backward bend.
Yeah, no, yeah, because he's
Yeah,
Peter
yeah,
rooted.
Where's my head at?
No, I just meant like he jumps into the mud, right? Like he sinks in it for cover. Like we don't know. So,
Oh,
Joe, unless you can find that difficult terrain takes from, adds, or penalizes reflex saves. I'm not sure if it does. I wouldn't think so.
I do not know on that one.
Okay. I'm going to say no at the moment. I think that's how I'm going to roll it. All right. You save. Here's my damage. Lobrak takes shoddy blunderbuss save reflex 33. The damage is 21, rounded down in half. But I got to do it separate. So we go 9, 10, 11. So 11 is physical bludgeoning, rounded down to 5. So if you want to give, where are you? Little shit.
I take full damage, or I don't mitigate anything, so don't worry about splitting the damage.
I mean, Oh. Okay. So there's nothing.
Like half the damage.
Yeah. Okay. So you take 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Lobrak, I think it just shot you for 21, so I got to give you like 11 back.
Yeah. So 38.
Yep.
I think.
Okay. So, first he shoots. He takes pelting damage, but half, and he manages to get the mud. Okay. He shoots not one, but 2 of the barrels, and they immediately explode. And this is where stuff gets bad. Destruction causing 5d6 fire damage in a 20-foot emanation, setting off the 3rd barrel. So let's do some emanations and see who gets caught in the barrel of craziness here. Let's remove all these pointers, and we'll say here's barrel number 1. Whoops, come on. 1/3.
And it's a party of Elbrick. Everybody else is getting toast.
Yeah, 20 feet there. Move this trap. Got another.
Oh, we're
20 foot
6
there.
level, aren't we?
Okay. And the last one. Move this trap. Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah, live. We're doing it live.
Yeah, okay. So it won't let me put stuff underneath minis, so I have to like move them out of the way. Okay. 3 emanations of fire. Okay. So the first blast from the furthest barrel catches the other 2, sets off the 3rd, and Lobrak takes 1, 2, 3 times barrel damage. Now we have Niles. We have Gerard, who is half inside the 3rd arc and inside both others. So Gerard takes 3 barrels worth of damage. Behind him, Niles is in 2 arcs. He takes 2. The last 2 guys, even though you're in the arc, if you take a step back, please, Miros. Let's just move you back here and move you back here. You notice how I'm drawing circles, but the actual cubes don't turn orange?
Oh, it doesn't catch you guys.
It does not. It does not catch you. The flames lick at you. So starting.
So the eyes get dry. The eyes become uncomfortably dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just to confirm really quickly before we start calculating damage, we are still 6th level, correct?
Yep. For your new character, yeah.
Just make sure max hit points is where it needs to be, guys.
No. It's not that, because I get evasion at 7th.
Oh. Yeah.
That's why I'm asking if just make.
Yeah, that's clutch. That's clutch.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could see the 15d6 that I have in my hand, and I'm hovering over this board.
We can now. We can see them now.
50 points of damage. Lobrak and Gerard, let's talk to Joe about massive damage rules in this.
Oh, death from massive damage?
Yeah.
Do we need to make reflex saves first for 3 of them?
You do.
I'm hoping we pull out of this.
Okay.
Got this. See, Aiden. Oh, look at that.
29,
You only need 1.
31.
It's all the same, and it's 1 save because it happens
Oh.
practically simultaneously. But
Gotcha.
well, yeah, no, I guess it's 3 sources, isn't it? Yeah, okay. No, you're right. 3's good. Looks very exciting. Anyway, good news is we've got D4 24. So 2 out of 3 save. Ooh. So now we take the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking at 12, 17, 18, 19. Okay. We're going to do some math. Well, Joe looks up massive damage rules. Because you could save me from this math, Joe, by just saying 1 save and they die or they don't die, right?
No, he's dead. He's dead. Don't need to do math. He's dead.
No,
Yeah.
but if you're making them roll 3 separate things, then that's 3 sources of damage, not 1.
So it might not be massive.
It's not. Because you have 50, but divide that by pretty much 3.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So here we go. 3, 6, 5, plus 3, plus 3. Okay, so 20 points and a half is 10. Lobrak, do you have control of your sheet?
Yes.
Can you give yourself 10? Bring yourself up to 48?
Yes.
Okay. Next, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 plus 2 plus 2. Oh, it's just a little one. Plus 5 plus 1. 13, rounded down to 6. And last but not least, for full damage, we have 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. You know, it's not so stunningly beautiful when plus 2.
Well, that last one's 17, I think.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So for a total of 33, 10, 6, and 17.
You still alive?
He's still alive at 5 hit points.
76.
He's a crispy blackened skeleton.
That would have killed me.
And first he took the gunshot. Like, he took 21 points of damage up front, save for
Gunshot.
half of it. And then this guy's indestructible, man. Isn't there like a feat indestructible? Okay, so we're not done. All right. So
Well, wait, there's more.
Oh, yeah. Now we have Geralt has to do 3 saves, and Niles owes me 2. That's 24. That's 32. That's 27. 3 saves. Yes. So good old Vendergast takes 25 points of damage total, which puts me at that. Ow. But I'm still standing. Niles, can I have 2 saves, please? Because you got caught in 2 fire arts.
Yeah. Ooh, that's actually not bad for a cleric.
Yeah, that's a fail and a save. So the first one, Lobrak, was 20, dropping him to 10. And then it was 12, dropping to 6. So you take 10 from the first, and you only take 6 from the second, so you take 16 points. I'll put you on there.
The first one doesn't touch me. The second and third do.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
So you failed the second one, which is the
last
12?
one would be the last one, like the last one. So that's all right. He just wants me to do math again. Damn you. 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So he failed the second one, which is 17. And he saved the middle one, which is still 12 and half is 6. So he takes 23 points total. First hit on the board. Niles hasn't been hurt till now. Niles takes 23 points of fire damage, unless you have some kind of immunity or resistance cert.
No.
He's quickly looking it up.
I am human.
Okay. Now, the barrels go off in a brilliant flash and explosion. And you actually see the goblin. He's going to hug it. He starts lifting. There's the shot, and he pushes the barrel in the way for like cover, and then tries to like slide under it into the mud, and lifting the barrel up, and you just see this 1 foot lift the barrel high, while the rest of his body's protected by mud, you know, and it goes off, and he's roasted himself badly, but you know, he survives, right? Then there's like the one roasted hand, you know, the thumbs up that goes down into the lava. Yeah, you've turned this hot baked mug. Oh, you've invented a lovely skin treatment by hot baking the mud around the goblin. He comes out, he looks like $1 million. That's the good news. Yes, the goblin got shot and everyone blew up the temple. That's the good news. Would you like to hear the bad news? The bad
Temple
news.
falls off the cliff now.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time, because that is exactly right. You're all gonna fall off the frickin' cliff and take massive damage of 40 feet. Good night, everybody.
That is a cheesy cliffhanger if I ever seen one, Joe.
That's dope.